Good morning, everybody. Coffee with Dan the Wolfman. How you guys doing? Today is actually Thursday. This probably won't air to Friday. I got too many videos going live. Just had SWAT school pictures go live. Guys, look at the three parts. Really exciting stuff. Two is all this awesome shooting stuff. My SWAT school footage. The crazy test and them yelling at you. And the O course and the shooting and spinning around and stuff at the end of the final test video, part 3. Guys, please watch all my SWAT school videos. So later today, before I go on, guys, take advantage. It's the biggest sale I've seen on BJJ Fanatics. Take advantage. 42% off my 4.5-hour Combatives and Street Jiu-Jitsu DVD. I think that works out at $44, like 16 cents a minute to get my 35 years of knowledge, 34 when I filmed it, and all my bouncing experience, and 16 real or more real-world stories. I tell you up and down, different levels of force needed, and quick thinking to think about it. Multiple opponents, weapons, you name it. So, switchblades in the Middle East, all kinds of stuff. Guys think that I'm scared. So let's just put my real world experience out there. Huh? Just put my real world experience out there. And then I spot guys like, look at Viking Samurai, just talking about the UFC heavyweight and light heavyweight champions. I spotted Fabricio Verdum, Cain Velasquez, Dan Severn, Tank Abbott, 6'8", Tim Sylvia when he was champ, 300 pounds. When I was 202 pounds. Tito Ortiz, all these bigger light heavyweights. Tito Ortiz, Rampage Jackson. And the list goes on and on. Lyoto Machida, taller Roger Gracie, even at 40 years old, Dawoon Young, who's 12 fights undefeated in the UFC. 6'3", 6'4 guys, 6'2 to 6'4 guys. I'm shy of 5'11. And these people think that I'm gonna be scared of somebody. Especially, people don't even have a pro record. They don't even have an amateur record. Yeah, you know why? Because it actually takes guts and balls to go do those things. And there's people that went and did those things. There's people that are old school, and there's people that say they're gonna teach you how to fight, teach you how to defend yourself. Well, you mean it's scary and nervous to go into a fight? Yeah, how come they never did it? Just something to think about. So anyway, guys, in just a few hours, an exclusive interview on my Dan the Wolfman channel with Colombo Hitman Larry Mazza. And he's much more than that, so tune in for the interview. But I'm happy to get Larry on. I really appreciate it. Interview done by Matthew J. Granahan. Wildman himself will be on a special edition of my podcast July 4th. But Larry will be on today at 3 p.m. And just do a quick Google search and you'll go, oh, maybe I should turn into this exclusive interview as things are heating up in the YouTube community. Not only the martial arts drama, but those guys as well. And in the future, maybe I can have Larry on. We'll do a follow-up on my podcast on a Sunday. He's got a beautiful gym, by the way. And then maybe I can get John on at some point, John Elite. So it would be really great to get some of these guys on. And meanwhile, I got SWAT school videos none of you are watching. Interesting that I can go in all worlds, in all places, in all cultures. So please look at my SWAT videos, tune in for the interview, and then, look, I got him on Friday. Sunday, I got an NYPD detective that knows all those guys. I got an NYPD detective that's done I don't know, 700 or something crazy, 1,300 violent felony arrests. And he happens to be a Renzo Gracie black belt, competitive judoka, lifelong martial artist. In fact, his resume might even put mine to shame. Ray Garcia, Ray Garcia, Renzo Gracie, Vietnam, coming on Sunday, 1 p.m. EST. So my podcast, I'm going to get a wide variety of people on. And I've been places, and I've done things, and I've faced weapons, and I've faced multiple opponents, and more than you know. And then you look at these champions and these much bigger, roided out dudes that are actually trained world champions. Not a guy in their backyard. And people, these YouTubers now, gonna act like, I don't know. Oh, have I, am I old? Am I a little fat, got a belly? Yeah, have I diminished in skills a little bit as Father Time is undefeated? Yeah, but people think, they see me in shirts I like to hide. They think that I don't got this stuff. Come on. They think all my skill just vanished. It didn't just diminish a little bit. It all just vanished. Come on. You know, it's pretty silly. These people are silly. These people are just so low level and silly. So, anyway, guys, with the podcast, yeah, I hope to get on a lot of interesting people. Kathy Long responded, so hopefully I can, pin her down in mid to late July. By August, hopefully I'll develop a little studio and get a little more professional and get a microphone and all that. Yeah, your little comments. Let's see you get off your ass and do anything. But that might be happening, but, it's a little bit out. We got to build up to things. But yeah, and then maybe there we can get bigger and bigger guys. Hey, Chuck Zedo, you gonna come on my channel? Chuck, I know you're busy right now. I think you're headed down to Florida right now. But Chuck, how about if it doesn't happen sooner, that's okay. You're busy. I know your awesome documentary's getting finished and you got a lot of work to do. Chuck Zedo, you gonna come on my channel? Maybe August. I got a nice little studio set up, hopefully. I mean, it's not a Joe Rogan studio yet, but I rolled with a guy for 2 years. You'll hear about that on Viking Samurai. Who ran up to who? UFC 37.5, the first UFC commentator. Who ran up to me? And I ain't dissing on Joe. I'm just saying I got aspirations. So, guys, I've lived all over the world, and I've done a lot of things, unlike all these other people. And I usually don't go after people until they're disrespectful. And then they're disrespectful again now. You don't want to know what to hold me. But it's great. I can go through a SWAT school and hang out with the sheriffs, the governors, and people from all over the state. The world's most famous SWAT school. People from Ireland and Japan have gone through. Isn't it interesting that the people that actually do things show respect? But we get these little YouTubers. So, you see I'm having a bit of fun today, guys. But the fact is, my podcast is already very interesting. Yeah, it's long, but look how much people stuck and watched the whole thing. I plan on like hour and a half, hour 45 minutes, 2.5 hours with George Pagasic. We talk about movies and movie stars and people, action stars and people, and Wesley Snipes and all these, Eric Roberts and all these people he interacted with. Van Damme's fight choreographer. JCVD. We'd really appreciate a call-in, even if just for a few minutes when Viking Samurai's on my channel, on my podcast, June 27th. Just a few days out before The Last Mercenary comes out. JCVD. Big fans. Me and Viking got, 6 black belts between us. So, I mean, we're the right kind of channel, and we're movie lovers, and we're JCVD fans. It'd be great if you could call in. I'd really appreciate it. So, big things, guys. Aim for the stars, you might hit the moon. So, I only go after guys when it's really, really bad and the stuff they're saying is BS and the stuff they're showing is really shoddy and really low level skill, and then they want to act like they're bigger than they are, and they do this great pretending thing. I'm not saying I'm going to go tap Gordon Ryan tomorrow, but I have no ground skills. So they pin me as like, Dan's just a wrestler. No, Dan's just a jiu-jitsu guy. Dan's just an AIKIDO guy. I've done it all, and I'm pretty functional on it all. Unlike all these other people. with all their space and no structure and no base. No power, no sensitivity, no vision, no understanding of distance. Why aren't you watching my cluster fighting system? You will watch the rants. Yeah, you will tune in for the rants, but you won't watch real high-level knowledge over a year or lifetime getting taken down. Again, 42% off for Father's Day. My Combatives and Street Jiu-Jitsu DVD. Well, I do boxing. I can handle myself. Well, I do jiu-jitsu. BS. You have no idea how to handle yourself in different situations and react quickly with like, oh my God, what do I do? Do I pull guard? Do I double leg him? When a guy's just doing this? You want to know how to deal with stuff without catching a charge? You might want to get my DVD. Okay? You guys might want to start paying more attention. And I got these oh man, pinned comments now, and unfriending on Facebook now, and people that won't deal with things like a stand-up man. And then I got trolls, they're followers. Oh man. Yeah, teenage trolls and alcoholics and meth heads and yeah. Oh, so much rage. Yeah. Really, let's go do MMA. If only there were a place you could go fight when you're younger, legally, and not go to jail and prison that you seem to be so fond of. If there was only a place that people didn't brag about, yeah, I beat a guy, which means you sucker punched a guy, and bragging about sucker punching and stomping people into the ground, I like stomps. That's called felony aggravated assault. And when or if you've ever had to throw someone a beating, you don't go on YouTube and brag about it. Because if you're real, you don't do those things. Meanwhile, I talk to real people. Look at my channel. Look at the interview coming with Larry. Mr. Mazza, and I appreciate it, and look at all his stuff, and yet he's got this great book he's sending to me, and that you guys should get too, and there's in the description, get Larry's book. He autographs every single book he sends out, because some of these people still understand about respect, like these fake tubers and these little young people, and the people that have been too scared to ever actually go do anything. Or to hit someone actually trained, and not inanimate object. I ran out of coffee. And or people that are actually trained, people that could actually fight back, people that actually see it coming. Like I said, Larry's got a great gym and been a martial artist himself. Chuck Zedo, boxer, martial artist himself. These guys got background too. The SWAT commander, he's got background too. Interview with him coming up as well. That was taken in his office before he retired. Went out to his party the other day. But anyway, guys, let's try to blow up the Dan the Wolfman podcast. Like I said, give me interesting people. Give me professional fighters, former professional fighters, 80s action stars, the guys that used to be known. Still gonna need to reach out to maybe Don the Dragon Wilson. Maybe I'll reach out to Eric Paulson. I'd like to get some of these people on that aren't always in the limelight anymore. And then people forget the things they did. If you look at Don the Dragon Wilson, he knocked out all these dudes, being a smaller guy. Look at like four of the big, Dennis Alexio, Maurice Smith, and two other huge names I can't think off the top of my head. Maurice Smith was UFC heavyweight champion. I first met Mo in a parking lot before UFC 19. That guy could crack. Conan Silvier, my friend Mark Coleman. Well, maybe I'll get Dan Severn on someday. You know, I haven't talked to Dan in a while. So let me know down in the comments below. Guys, you're liking the videos and you're joining in for the drama and stuff. Look at my cluster fighting system. Look at my 52 system. Even though people think I don't got it. I mean, even pretty recently I got these sparring 52 blocks real sparring video versus Henry, 6'4", 265. Okay, 6'4", 265. You spar Tim Sylvia, 6'8", 300 pounds, cutting at 265 to be the UFC heavyweight champion. Rico Rodriguez, all these guys. Look at Viking Samurai, what it was like to spar all these UFC stars. And that's not the 600-700 guys whose names I, started to forget. And I'm like, oh, there he is fighting. Oh, there's that guy. And oh, that guy made it to the UFC. You're like, come on. Come on, people. Wake up. Yeah, and shady stuff, guys. All my comments are disappearing, and maybe unfortunately I went on someone's channel that lives in a country filled with people that are paying our people to take over our country, and maybe some of my people need to pick up their bats again and start handling things, because back in the day that wanted to happen. Okay, that wanted to happen. Everything's kind of an ecosystem. And some things happen that shouldn't have happened, and sometimes civilians and whatever, but usually things that happen only happen because they needed to happen, or they happen to people that were in that life. The Life, Larry Mazza, 3 p.m. I'm just saying, I don't think this attack from the inside, from these people that should be hung in America, these people that should be in a military tribunal and should be taken out. I don't think that would have happened. I don't think that would have happened 20 years ago, 25 years ago. I think that certain people would have not letting the downfall from these politicians taking the money from the country, from the guy that now apparently I'm in a war in, that won't respond, that's a chicken, that unfriends me on Facebook, and that just pinned the comment instead of just, having a little debate or a conversation on a podcast. Please thumbs up, get in the comments, and get my DVD. Please always comment. Thank you.